You won't believe what went down at Kris Jenner's birthday party this past weekend because Hollywood drama has officially reached new heights. We're talking billionaire chaos, police showing up uninvited, celebrities in full star mode, and yes, Bruno Mars performing like it's the biggest stadium show you've ever seen. If you thought birthday parties were supposed to be private and classy, think again. This was less a quiet celebration and more an all-out spectacle that had the entire Hollywood Hills buzzing, and it's safe to say that no one, not even the neighbors, could ignore it. The party took place at none other than Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's $165 million Beverly Hills mansion, a property that already screams opulence from every angle. But money doesn't buy discretion, and apparently it doesn't buy a peaceful night either. According to sources, the cops were called multiple times throughout the evening, responding to complaints about the loud music and disturbances echoing through the hills. And if you're imagining a few polite knocks on the door, think again. This was chaos in motion. At one point, police reportedly had to remove bushes that were blocking a public street because, yes, even billionaires can't just reroute a public road to suit their party plans. Now, why all this fuss? Because the party was not your typical birthday gathering. Kris Jenner's parties are never just a gathering of friends. They're full-blown Hollywood events. And this one was amplified by the presence of Jeff Bezos, who, let's be real, loves being at the center of celebrity culture. It seems that his motivation for hosting this party was less about celebrating Kris and more about surrounding himself with A-list stars. And surround them he did. The guest list was packed with names that read like a Hollywood Hall of Fame. Oprah Winfrey, Chris Rock, Martha Stewart, Paris Hilton, Adele, Mariah Carey, Tyler Perry, Sarah Paulson, and, of course, royalty in the form of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Social media had a field day with the royal guests. Some joked that Harry and Meghan might have broken in just to catch a glimpse of the billionaire madness. Meanwhile, others speculated on why Oprah Winfrey, someone whose reputation is usually untouchable, decided to attend. The consensus? Hollywood loves a spectacle, even if it comes with a little public chaos. And then there was the music. Bruno Mars performed live, turning the mansion into what sounded more like a stadium than a house party. Neighbors were reportedly stunned by the sheer volume, as the sounds of the performance echoed through the Hollywood Hills late into the night. There are even conspiracy theories floating around that Bruno Mars is trapped in Las Vegas, owing massive gambling debts, but somehow he still managed to make it to Beverly Hills for this celebration. Regardless of those rumors, his performance undoubtedly became one of the night's highlights, showing off his talent while the chaos unfolded around him. The story of the party doesn't stop at just noise complaints and celebrity appearances. Sources hinted at a possible James Bond theme, and the atmosphere was nothing short of extravagant. People couldn't stop talking about the luxurious touches, the crowds, and the meticulous, but clearly over-the-top planning. But here's the kicker. There were whispers that the event may have even doubled as a secret wedding for Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. While this remains unconfirmed, it certainly added fuel to the rumor mill, leaving everyone speculating about the real reasons behind the glittering affair. Now, let's take a step back and talk about the logistics, or more accurately, the lack thereof. You'd think with Jeff Bezos' wealth and resources, there would have been some arrangement with the local authorities. Maybe permits to close off streets, maybe a coordinated plan to handle the noise. Nope. Instead, it seems like the entire neighborhood became collateral damage. Residents who just wanted a quiet night were suddenly thrust into the middle of what one could only describe as an A-list circus. Imagine trying to go out for a midnight snack or attending to an emergency and being stopped by a live concert spilling out into the streets. This is the world of Hollywood billionaires, where even basic peace is negotiable. Of course, no Hollywood party is complete without some social commentary on the stars themselves. As the photos and videos circulated, social media erupted. People couldn't get enough of the contrast. The lavish setting, the massive celebrity turnout, and the underlying chaos caused by a simple birthday celebration. There was a lot of humor directed at the absurdity, especially when considering the elite's perceived entitlement. After all, these are billionaires who could likely fund their own small countries. Yet here they were, caught in a very human problem: noise complaints. The presence of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle added an extra layer of intrigue. Social media was buzzing with jokes and memes about their attendance, with some questioning how they even got invited, and others speculating on why they would choose to be part of such a loud, unrestrained event. But this isn't new territory for the royal couple, who have often navigated public scrutiny with poise and sometimes a touch of controversy. Meanwhile, the story of Bruno Mars performing only heightened the spectacle. His live set reportedly included all the hits, transforming the night into a high-energy celebration. Rumors about his personal life aside, his performance seemed to be a highlight that even the police couldn't ignore. Between the music, the crowds, and the repeated police visits, it's safe to say this wasn't a birthday party that would quietly fade into memory. And then there's the sheer mix of personalities. From the calm and collected Oprah Winfrey to the ever-charismatic Mariah Carey, from Hollywood royalty to music legends, the party was a melting pot of fame, wealth, and ego. Add to that a few high-profile internet conspiracies about the nature of the celebration, and you've got the perfect recipe for a story that would dominate headlines and social feeds for days. The spectacle of this party also shines a light on something very real in Hollywood: the way celebrities navigate public and private life. Even with millions at their disposal, not everything can be controlled. Noise complaints, police visits, and social media outrage are equalizers that remind everyone, even billionaires, that some rules apply to everyone. And yet, the story also demonstrates the allure of celebrity culture. Everyone wants to be part of it, everyone wants a seat at the table, and everyone wants their moment in the spotlight. While the drama unfolded, fans and critics alike dissected every detail. Questions about the rumored wedding, the James Bond theme, the performance by Bruno Mars, and the interaction between all the celebrities filled social media feeds. People couldn't stop talking about the chaos factor, how something as simple as a birthday could turn into such a monumental event. There was also an undeniable curiosity about the human side of these billionaires, how they interact, celebrate, and sometimes clash with the very world they dominate. And in the midst of all this, one can't ignore the humor. Because if you step back and look at it, there's something almost comical about the sheer extravagance. The idea of a birthday party requiring multiple police interventions, hedge removal, and a live stadium-level performance is almost surreal. Yet it happened, and the story itself has become part of the entertainment. Neighbors, meanwhile, likely had mixed feelings. Some probably appreciated the spectacle from afar, while others might have been annoyed or even frightened by the repeated police presence and high-volume music. The juxtaposition of extreme wealth against the realities of living in a shared community made for an interesting commentary on privilege and responsibility. Even among the guests, the dynamics were fascinating. Imagine being a celebrity at this party, surrounded by peers, but also aware that the night is part celebration, part performance, and part social chess game. Every appearance, every conversation, every photo taken could become headline material. It's a lot to manage, even for those accustomed to fame. And while we focused on the chaos and the spectacle, there's also the human element. Kris Jenner, at the center of the celebration, likely experienced a whirlwind of emotions, from joy to surprise to perhaps a little stress given how large and complex the event became. This is someone who has navigated Hollywood for decades, yet even she had to contend limits beyond her control, reminding everyone that even in the world of luxury and power, some unpredictability always remains. At the heart of it, the story of Kris Jenner's birthday at Jeff Bezos' mansion isn't just about wealth, celebrity, or chaos. It's about how these worlds collide. How the opulence of billionaires meets the expectations of Hollywood society, and how even when you can pay for almost anything, some things, like police visits or social reactions, are simply unavoidable. And in that collision, we find a narrative that's part gossip, part social commentary, and part pure entertainment. From the star-studded guest list to the live performances, the noise complaints, and the swirling rumors, the event was a reminder of just how unpredictable and over-the-top celebrity life can be. And while the party may have ended, the stories, the memes, the reactions, and the endless social media commentary will continue to ripple through the public sphere. Every picture, every clip, every post adds another layer to a saga that's as extravagant as it is fascinating. And as the dust settles on this Hollywood spectacle, there's still plenty to unpack. Between the rumors of a secret wedding, the unmatched star power of the guests, the chaos for neighbors, and the unstoppable force of social media, the narrative keeps evolving. But one thing is certain: Kris Jenner's birthday at Jeff Bezos' mansion will not be forgotten anytime soon. It's a perfect storm of wealth, fame, music, and drama, a story that will keep people talking and speculating for weeks to come, leaving us all wondering what it truly takes to host a Hollywood birthday bash on this scale. Even after the music stopped and the lights dimmed at Jeff Bezos' mansion, the ripples from Kris Jenner's birthday party continued to spread across Hollywood and social media like wildfire. Because in the world of A-list events, it's never just about the party itself. It's about what everyone said, who was seen where, and how the public reacts to every single detail. And for this party, the reactions were nothing short of spectacular. Let's start with social media, because it became a storm of memes, jokes, and heated opinions almost immediately. People were obsessed with the guest list. How could it be so star-studded, yet also so chaotic? Memes comparing the mansion to a stadium, jokes about police having to remove hedges, and even speculation about Bruno Mars' personal life all started trending within hours. Fans and critics alike were fascinated by the idea of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle casually showing up among billionaires, while Mariah Carey and Adele mingled with Hollywood royalty and media moguls. And speaking of Bruno Mars, his performance quickly became one of the most talked about aspects. Everyone was commenting not just on his incredible talent, but on the surreal nature of a live stadium-level concert happening in someone's backyard. Some joked about how even the police were probably tapping their feet while trying to manage the noise complaints. Others speculated wildly. Was this a sign that Hollywood billionaires are starting to think rules don't apply to them? Or was it simply a once-in-a-lifetime party? Either way, the visuals alone were enough to keep the internet buzzing for days. Then there were the whispers and rumors that started swirling almost immediately. Sources claimed there might have been a secret wedding hidden within the birthday celebration. Could Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble have tied the knot quietly, right under the noses of the media and even some of the other guests? While there's no confirmation, the speculation alone fueled endless online debates. Fans dissected every photo, every Instagram story, every candid shot, searching for clues. Rings, private rooms, whispered conversations. The intrigue added a layer of mystery that made the story impossible to ignore. Of course, you can't have a Hollywood spectacle like this without public commentary on the guests themselves. People were quick to dissect everyone's appearances, fashion choices, and reactions. Oprah Winfrey, always poised and impeccable, became a focal point. Why was she there? And what does it mean about her connection to Kris Jenner and the Kardashian-Jenner clan? Chris Rock's presence drew playful commentary about what jokes might have been exchanged, and Martha Stewart had everyone guessing whether she was quietly judging or thoroughly enjoying the chaos. Social media didn't hold back when it came to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Some commenters speculated that the royal couple might have just stumbled into the party, while others joked about their secret Hollywood infiltration. And while Kris Jenner's birthday might have been the catalyst, the story quickly became bigger than any single person. It was about celebrity culture as a whole, the way Hollywood thrives on attention, drama, and the blending of public and private life. Each guest, each performance, each police visit added another layer to a narrative that was already complex and fascinating. The party also reminded fans and critics alike that Hollywood isn't just about glitz and glamour. It's about spectacle, storytelling, and sometimes chaos. From the jaw-dropping opulence of the mansion to the live performance by a superstar, the entire evening became an ongoing conversation about what it means to be famous, wealthy, and in the public eye. And through all the gossip, the memes, the speculation, and the social media frenzy, one thing is clear. Kris Jenner's birthday at Jeff Bezos' mansion will be remembered as a defining Hollywood moment, not just for the chaos, but for the way it encapsulated the energy, drama, and intrigue that only the A-list can deliver. Even as headlines and posts continue to circulate, the fascination with this party doesn't fade. Every angle, every photo, and every rumor keeps the story alive, giving audiences a front row seat to a spectacle that could only happen in Hollywood. From the elaborate planning to the unexpected police visits, from celebrity interactions to online commentary, this event captured the essence of modern celebrity culture. Larger than life, endlessly entertaining, and impossible to ignore. So, as the narrative of Kris Jenner's birthday party continues to unfold across social media, news outlets, and Hollywood circles, it's clear that the spectacle of the night has left a lasting impression. Between the extravagant mansion, the star-studded guest list, the loud music, and the ongoing commentary, this is one of those events that will live on in the collective memory of Hollywood gossip.